第一个专题演讲的人就是欧卡桑呢，来为我们讲这个日本 NPO 责信跟这个法律的一个环境。那我们鼓掌来欢迎他好吗？
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ota from Japan, and taking this opportunity, Mr. Chairman Shin Chen, distinguished leaders of non-profit organizations here in Taipei, and ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my utmost thanks to be invited to this conference, and one of our keynote speaker. I really thank you very much. And again, I'd like to express my respect that Taiwan Alliance of Self-Regulation held such a very valuable international conference today. Well, first of all, I'd like to start to explain briefly about our organization. As you can see, our organization is umbrella organization. That is called in English, in other words, infrastructure organization or infrastructure or intermediaries organizations. And JECO locates at Tokyo, and our role is give voice and support to civil society. Our function is to enhance the activities of non-profit organizations in Japan. And we set up these organizations in 1972, about 40 years ago. And members, our organization is a member, so-called member organizations, consist of about 15,070 organizations. And I think that our organization is the largest umbrella body of the public interest corporations. And our organization was recognized by our government as a legal status, public interest corporations legal status under new laws. I will touch upon later about the new laws in Japan. Our purpose is promoting and supporting public benefit activities operated by public interest corporations, and contribute further development of all the civil society organization sector in Japan. We have mainly 3 programs. One is a dissemination and enlightenment program on civil public benefit activities. Second, operational support and capacity building development program for civil public benefit activities. And thirdly, promotion of research and advocacy campaign program on civil public benefit activities, organizations and systems. And this is, you can see our small building, but don't misunderstand. We occupy whole building, but only we occupy 7th floor to 10th floor, 4 stories, only 4 stories. Okay. And it is very convenient for me because when we see far away from here, we have to, I have to, yes, this spectre, and to see near this spectre is necessary. Very convenient for old man like me. Yes, anyway. Second, now I am going to introduce the internal governance structure of JECO, through which you can realize the typical structure of Japanese non-profit organization as a whole, because our organization is governance style is very common in Japan, so that you can understand this is a common Japanese governance structure, and I can remind I must say that we have two types of organization as for non-profit organization. One is association, and another one is foundation. And in case of JECO, this is my organization, we are foundations, so that the top is a board of councillors. If my organization is association, the top organ is a members meeting, members assembly. And as I said, now we are foundation, so that the board of councillors is a decision-making organ. And in our case, we have 23 councillors. And under the board of councillors, we have a management executive committee. Executive committee is often called directors meeting or trustees in English. We have 15 directors. They are actually decide management policy. And executive committee designate representative director and executive director. At least they must appoint one representative directors. In our case, our executive committee designated two representative directors and 2 executive directors, and I myself is one of the representative directors. And we have and then daily management. As for daily management, representative director and executive directors is in charge of. And our staff is about 20 people. And beside this, you can find auditors. And in Japan, regulations describe that every non-profit organization has auditors. The auditors is not only to supervise accounting, but also all the management of the executive committee and the representative directors and the executive directors. So that auditors is very important in Japan. I will touch upon a little bit about the financial status of our organizations. And as I said before, we have 3 programs. And as for program 1, income is 27,000 million yen, and expense is 2 times of the income. And the program 2 income is about 70 million yen, and expenses again more than income. And the program 3, we don't earn any amount of money, but we spend about 17. So, but you can find this figure very with interest that membership fees amount 110 million yen. This is a huge amount of money, and you can understand that 50% of our income comes from membership fee, and expense is this figure, so that you can understand that members of our organization is very, very important for our activities. Now, I would like to change the subject to the overview on NPOs in Japan. We have many legal types of non-profit organizations in Japan. Here, I show you name, number, and year of promulgation of main types of NPO. Public interest corporations, about 24,000, more than 24,000 in 2008, and year of promulgation was very old, 1896, about 120 years ago. And secondly, specialized non-profit corporation. This is quite new. This is quite new, and